You're a public company and looking for a way to tell your story to millions of online investors.
Welcome to AGORACOM, North America's largest online investor relations firm. We deliver investor relations through the web's biggest sites and search engines to help you find new investors. In addition to those websites, over 1 million investors read over 95 million pages of news and information on AGORACOM this year. AGORACOM, where smart public companies and investors click.
Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press releases out of the small cap world at the open so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe find your next great small cap investment. So Wednesday, October the 15th, I've got 6 great press releases for you from both sides of the border. Let's start you off first with China Aoxing Pharmaceutical. Trades on the OTC under CAXG. We love these up-and-coming Chinese small-cap companies, especially when they got these kind of reports. Specifically, they put out their full-year results for June 30th. 264% increase in revenue, up to about just over $7 million, called $7.06 million. This came from 2 things. First, organic growth, which we like to see. 2, from a newly acquired pharmaceutical company. We've got a quote here from Mr. Zhenjiang Yu, Chairman CEO of the company, who alludes to the fact that in addition to having a great year, they also received a strategic investment made by American Oriental Bioengineering, a leading pharmaceutical company in China's healthcare market. So great revenues, great organic growth, and you got financing from one of China's leading pharmaceutical companies. That could add up to a great company here. Obviously, what they do is they're a pharmaceutical company located in China. What I also like is that they are located in the pharmaceutical capital of China itself. They closed yesterday at 75 cents. Not bad performance. Their 52-week high is $1.50, and given the slaughter taking place in some of the markets, 50% drop for a small cap is actually really good. They've got shares, about 44 million shares right now. Next up, switching over to the Canadian side of things, Chalk Media trades on the venture under CKM. I'm going to read this headline because it's a little technical, but they announced that one of the world's largest news agencies has signed a software licensing agreement for mobile chalkboard, which is one of their products. The agency plans to deliver its multimedia news content to BlackBerry devices using Chalk software. So you're going to have to go take a look at this press release because it's got a lot of details. But nonetheless, something like this sounds like great news. They're not releasing the name of the world's largest news agency at this time, which is pretty standard. Some of these big companies don't like to have their names in the small cap press releases until they've proven out some success. But I've got a quote here from Stuart Walkley, President and CEO of the company. The deal represents the largest licensing agreement for mobile chalkboard that we have signed to date. The news agency will offer the service using our software to over 1 million people. We will earn a recurring license fee from each of these subscribers. They closed yesterday at 5 cents. Now that's way off their 52-week high of 32 cents, just off their low of 4 cents. Gives them a market cap here of about $8 million. That's CKM Chalk Media on the Venture Exchange. Moving over to some drilling results, we've got Academy Ventures, trades on the venture under ACV. This isn't a AGORACOM client, have to disclose that, but they announced today their first assay results from their bauxite mining license in Guyana. These are assay results from a phase 1 drill program. They're pleased to announce that analytical results from the first 8 drill holes has confirmed the historical Alcan drill results of a zone greater than 58% bauxite, and has increased both the width and thickness of the mineralized zone across the section. Alcan was here years ago, did some great work, and it looks like what Academy Ventures is doing is following up on that work and in fact trying to prove it up and maybe improve it, which it looks like they're doing, because these results so far demonstrate a 210-meter continuous, almost horizontal bauxite zone, averaging about 8 meters in thickness. And while the overburden depth is variable, the average depth is just 7.8 meters. Pretty nice. Yanis Titsos, president of Academy, had a long quote. We've got this extra for you. Although the chemical results cover only one section across the bauxite deposit, they indicate that the bauxite layer is continuous, consistent in its lithological characteristics, shallow and thicker than what we anticipated, and above all, of good quality. That relates back that number of greater than 58% bauxite. They closed yesterday at $1.85. Great performance so far this year. All the things considering on the venture, they've got a high of $2.25 and a low of 40 cents, so they're definitely trading in the upper band of their 52-week trading range. Switching over to Sherwood Copper, trades on the venture under SWC. They announced results for a further 23 drill holes that they put out on their high-grade Minto copper gold mine in the Yukon. They're reporting multiple intercepts of thick, near-surface, good-grade copper gold mineralization. That's always good to hear. A lot of results in here. Take a look specifically at holes 327, 334, and 356. Hole 327 had 0.79% copper, 0.14 grams per ton of gold, 1.6 grams per ton of silver, and that's about the same thing throughout the other holes as well. Go take a look at those. They closed yesterday at $1.95, way off their 52-week high as well of $7.01. But if you think that the venture is going to turn around, Sherwood Copper represents a good opportunity for you to participate in a turnaround. But as always, do your own due diligence. Romarco Minerals trades the venture under the stock symbol R, just R, announced assay results from several drill holes. This is at their Haley Gold Mine in South Carolina. All holes returned significant results, including hole 307, which returned a composite sequence of 49.4 meters of 3.69 grams per ton of gold. You also had hole 316, which returned 65.2 meters of 2.41 grams per ton of gold. Romarco, the company's flagship property, as you can tell, is the Haley Gold Mine in South Carolina, which is currently undergoing exploration drilling, bankable feasibility for study and permitting. So this advanced stage project, we like to see that. Closed yesterday at 15 cents, right around the 52-week range of 10 on the low side, 30 on the high side. And finally, let's get to a couple of stock calls for you. First, we've got Armadillo Resources trading on the venture of the ARO.P. Looks like this may be a Capital Pool Corporation coming out their qualifying transaction. Halted at 9 o'clock pending news. Make sure you look at that. And we've also got Brent Resources, BBR on the venture exchange, halted at 9 o'clock. Pending news. Now, if you really like stock calls and you want to see more of these and potentially maybe even capitalize on them and profit from them, make sure to go over to our friends at stockhalt.com. They've got a service where they provide you with stock halt alerts all day long on your BlackBerry email. You got it, and it provides you a good opportunity to profit from them when they start trading again. That's a wrap. As always, if you're looking for more great small cap investments, don't forget about the AGORACOM marketplace. Close to 80 companies listed by industry and exchange, so you can find the one best suited for a portfolio. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.